Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Saints going up against the Seahawks. On the call here tonight, let's send it out to our guys in the booth. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Play clock winding down. They come up in an offset eye. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And they'll run it here. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll bring up a second down.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Wilson on second down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Fielded at the 20. yards. Well done on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards. Third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Carry for the tailback, Jeremy Langford. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. There he goes, right side. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. They're this wide receiver. 101 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, Wilson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Wilson on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Matt Ioannidis, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. but everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. The play clock's running down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. And on the ground they go with a running back. There he goes left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 93 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, you usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Now it's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. So they're operating in the red zone.
All right, now, look at 56. Gone. Here we go now. Boom, land it. Boom, land it.
So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one, 2nd and goal now.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Saints add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Looking for Baldwin. Intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll go on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Here's Wilson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Unable to to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Throwing is Wilson. This is complete. It's Baldwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game, they want to keep it going.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cam Chancellor able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways. All right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
Let's go! Green 39! Green!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Three yards left to grab here on third down.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First and goal here from the 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. Now New Orleans. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But just had 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it's second down. I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it. And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half. See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 8 yards to go here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. This time Langford. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 5 yards to go. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Checks it underneath to Langford. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. 5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Back to throw. That's caught at the 3. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They come out here in the I. Now 3rd down and goal from the 1. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 6 yards to go here on second down.
Easy.
On second down, here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that takes us from second to third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On third down, Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
I got you, 88. I got you.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is caught by Jackson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So after the mistake by the offense, it cost them 5 yards. And now first and 15. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And it'll make it a second down.
Really tough drive, but that run help salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Wilson on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Seattle. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep. I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And they'll run it here. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Detroit! Detroit! Now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Here we go now. No. Check, Patriot.
On 3rd down, Jeremy Langford. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8-ball.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Throwing right, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And the defense bit hard there. They were thinking run all the way, play fake, working to perfection on 4th down.
And it was able to work because of the down and distance situation. 4th and short, you've got to respect the run. You show a little play action. Oftentimes you find people open for what you need, and that's exactly what they got done there.
Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Seattle.
cruise ship.
I'm tired of this in the kitchen. But how else am I gonna get it? 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 I'm getting kinda tired of all this in the kitchen. How else am I gonna get it? 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 Whip! How else am I gonna get it? How else am I gonna get it? Whip! How else am I gonna get it? How else am I gonna get it?
Left field, call it. Babe Ruth, ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower, and I'm a. So sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies. If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant. Trolling on the internet. No respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck. Coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up, straight to heaven. Dropping big beats, so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now. We're just a couple of weirdos coming to your city, sending bass into your earlobes like your bleached out hairdos. We glowing in the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Crew, saw the magician's assistant in half like who the are you? Who the are you? Who the are we? We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that, we super nice like that.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. never gonna take that from me, no. I'm gonna